Hello everyone. Today is a great day to learn interesting information from each other. Here we go. Information 1. The human brain is one of the most complex organs in the body. It contains billions of neurons, each connected by axons that extend from the cell body of a neuron. These long arms carry electrical impulses that travel down the length of an axon to the next neuron in line or target cell. When we think, read, or write something down in your memory banks, our neurons are sending messages through their long-range connections with other neuron cell bodies. The communication between these cells takes place at speeds that are faster than light. Information 2. The brain is made up of billions of neurons. Neurons are the basic unit of structure and function in the brain, which means they're responsible for receiving and sending electrical signals to other neurons. The number we're talking about here is 100 billion. That's a lot. When you think about it, this makes sense. If you were to take one neuron out of your own brain, it wouldn't really be able to do anything on its own. Without communication between other neurons, there would be no way for your thoughts or actions to happen. Information 3. A neuron is a powerful and complex electrical discharge that flows along the length of every axon in your brain. Neurons are cells that make up the nervous system. Every neuron has a cell body which is located in your brain and spinal cord. The axon of a neuron extends from this cell body to another part of your body, such as an organ or muscle tissue, for example, heart muscle. The function of neurons is to communicate with each other by sending electrical signals along their long projections called axons. These projections are called dendrites because they dendrify into short branches that receive information from other neurons. Information 4. When you think, you are using millions of neurons to communicate with your brain. Neurons communicate with each other through action potentials, which are electrical signals that travel along the axon and dendrites of a neuron. When an action potential reaches its target, it causes chemical changes in the postsynaptic neuron that result in a change in its firing rate or behavior. The brain contains billions of neurons that communicate with each other through chemical messengers known as neurotransmitters that are released from presynaptic terminals onto nearby postsynaptic receptors on target cells at sites called synapses. The release of these neurotransmitters causes changes in gene expression in nearby target cells. This leads to cell replication or death depending on whether it is beneficial or not. Information 5. The human brain has about 86 billion nerve cells, nearly 85% in it, or about 100 billion total cells. The human brain is the body's control center, which enables you to think and reason. It contains billions of neurons that are connected together via fiber tracts called axons or nerve fibers. The brain is made up of three main parts: the cerebrum, cerebellum, and brainstem. The cerebrum is located at the front part of your head and controls most functions such as vision and hearing. The cerebellum helps control balance. It also coordinates movement by coordinating muscle activity with signals from other areas in your nervous system, like your eyes or ears. Finally, there's your spinal cord, which connects all parts together so they can work together effectively as a whole person. Information 6. Spinal fluid carries nutrients to neurons and removes waste products from them. Spinal fluid, a clear liquid that surrounds the brain and spinal cord, is produced in the ventricles of the brain. It carries nutrients to neurons and removes waste products from them. The spinal cord is composed of 31 pairs of nerves, which carry information to and from all parts of your body. The nerves are surrounded by a protective layer called myelin sheath. Each nerve has an outer covering called its nerve fiber or axon, which sends messages to other parts of your nervous system or sends impulses out as electrical signals when you move muscles or talk. Information 7. We're still learning about the brain, but there's a lot we already know. The human brain is a complex organ, and scientists are still trying to figure out what parts work together and how they interact with each other. The human brain isn't just one big thing. It's made up of billions of cells that communicate with each other through electrical signals called neurotransmitters. Scientists have found that these neurotransmitters can affect moods and emotions and more. You might think this sounds like science fiction. However, scientific discoveries like these are helping us understand how our brains work better than ever before. In summary, the brain is one of the most complex organs in the human body, and it's still a mystery. There is so much we still need to learn about how our brains work and what they can do. But at least now we know this organ has many different parts that all work together to allow us to live our lives as best we can. That is all I am going to talk about. Thanks for watching so far. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for next videos. You can also get more content like this by liking. Hope to see you in the next video.